Hi, it's the Time 1 /Bishie, and let's continue looking at more Pokemon. Last we left off with this interesting Pokemon, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to record one more video just because it's starting to get more and more warmer where I'm at. It is currently, let's see if I can pull up my weather app, 90 degrees, and it's supposed to be 91. It dropped a degree. It was supposed to be 92, but still. It's a little toasty. Like, I actually had to turn on my AC and then got slightly spooked getting an email saying, hey, you're at, the temperature I had set my AC at. It's like, that's great. And I looked more in the email, and technically the temperature that we have the AC at is like the lowest it suggests you having your AC so you can continue to save money. And at first I thought, you're looking at my AC. How can you see my AC temperature right now? It spooked me a little bit. But yeah, like I said, this is a company that's known for like I've seen customers with super huge electric bills from this company. So it kind of worried me, like, now that we're forced to live in this area. Well, not forced, but now that we moved into this area and they're the only electric company available, I was afraid that we would have to deal with high prices too, but so far so good. Like I said, I've never had to deal with running the AC for more than a couple of days. So we'll see how it goes. And we have fans in the rooms and everything, and it's a smaller place, so fingers crossed. All right. Now that little update's over, and I'm going to push through. I'm recording this, as I've said before, on Wednesday, June 28th, and this is going to be Wednesday's video. So it's Wednesday, not April. Wednesday, July 3rd. So it's 2 days after my birthday. Yes, so the video before this was on my birthday, July 3rd. And once I'm done recording this video, I can be like, yay, I can turn my fan in my room up. And we'll have to worry about it being noisy over mic. Oh, look at the little face. It's like, oh, sleepy. This category is called Protostar. And we have Cosmoem at number 790. It is psychic type. It's 4 inches tall. Oh my, what? 4 inches tall and 2,204.4 pounds. My God. Okay. The king who ruled Aloha in times of antiquity called it the cocoon of the stars and built an altar to worship it. And the red version says, as it absorbs light, Cosmoem continues to grow. Its golden shell is surprisingly solid. Okay. And its pre-evolution is Cosmog. And it can evolve into Solgaleo or Lunala. This category is called Proud. We have Unpheasant at number 521. And this is the male version. And that's the female version. Female version is kind of cute, even though it's got the dull, like the quote-unquote dull colors. It's not as colorful as the male. It is normal flying. It's 3'11" and 63.9 pounds. Unpheasant are exceptional flyers. The females are known for their stamina, while the males outclass them in terms of speed. And the red version says, this Pokemon is intelligent and intensely proud. People will sit up and take notice if you become the trainer of one. That's funny. Okay. Okay. So for the blue version, the description is a bit different for the females. Females of the species are very capable flyers, particularly notable for their stamina. They also take longer to adjust to people. Okay. And its pre-evolution is Pidove and Tranquil. This category is called Proto-Turtle. Proto-Turtle. Okay. And we have Turtoga at number 564. It is water rock. It's 2 foot 4 inches and 36.4 pounds. The Pokemon inhabited. Hold on a sec. Sorry, just closing some pop-ups. This Pokemon inhabited ancient seas. Although it can only crawl, it still comes up onto land in search of prey. And the red version says, Turtoga is considered to be the ancestor of many turtle Pokemon. It was restored to life from a fossil. Oh, okay. That's cool. And it evolves into Caracosta. And that's going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that. So this is Pokemon 565. It is water rock. It's 3'11" and 178.6 pounds. Caracosta completely devours its prey, bones, shells, and all. Because of this, Caracosta's own shell grows thick and sturdy. Okay. It's like a cousin of the Ninja Turtles or something like that. The red version says, this Pokemon emerges from the water in search of prey, despite the fact that it moves more slowly on land. Okay. This category is called Psi, and we have Abra at number 63. Getting into some first generation Pokemon now. It is psychic. It's 2'11" and 43 pounds. This Pokemon uses its psychic powers while it sleeps. The contents of Abra's dreams affect the powers that the Pokemon wields. I almost said yields. No. The red version says, Abra can teleport in its sleep. Apparently, the more deeply Abra sleeps, the farther its teleportations go. And it evolves into Kadabra and Alakazam. And Kadabra is going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. Look at that spoon. Look at those, it looks like a mustache and then a big thick old tail. This is Pokemon 64. It is psychic type. It's 4 foot 3 inches, so it's a little bit smaller than me. And it's 124.6 pounds. Using its psychic power, Kadabra levitates as it sleeps. It uses its springy tail as a pillow. Yeah, I can see that. And the red version says, this Pokemon's telekinesis is immensely powerful. To prepare for evolution, Kadabra stores up psychic energy in the star on its forehead. Oh, you can't really see it, but yeah, it's right there. And then next we're going to look at Alakazam. It's got 2 spoons now. And the Mega Evolution. Oh my god, yes. All the spoons. I like that. That reminds me of, crap. What's his name? That one Overwatch character. You know who I'm talking about. The one that, he floats around like that. Zenyatta. That's what it reminds me of. When he does, I think it's ultimate. And he floats around like that. Yeah. It is psychic type. It's 4'11", so now it's a little bit bigger than I am. And 105.8 pounds. It has an incredibly high level of intelligence. Some say that Alakazam remembers everything that has ever happened to it, from birth until death. And the red version says, Alakazam wields potent psychic powers. It is said that this Pokemon used these powers to create the spoons it holds. Wow, okay. So with the Mega version, it shrinks. So now it's 3'11" and 105.8 pounds. Wait, is it the same weight? Yeah, it's the same weight. It just shrinks. Is it because it's now sitting... cross-legged? I call it cross-legged. Some people call it crisscross applesauce, which I wish it was a better term than that. It sounds like you say to a little kid, not like in an adult conversation. It is adept at precognition. When attacks completely miss Alakazam, that's because it's seen the future. Okay. And then it's the same for both red and blue. So this category is called Pumpkin, and we have Pumpkaboo at number 710. Oh my gosh, the little fangs, that's so cute. And it looks like it's like has overalls, I guess, on the bottom. It is Ghost Grass. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 11 pounds. Spirits that wander this world are placed in Pumpkaboo's body. They are then moved on to the afterlife. That's so weird. And the red version says, the light that streams out from the holes in this pumpkin can hypnotize and control the people and Pokemon that see it. Okay. And it evolves into Gorgeist, and that's going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So, okay, this actually looks cute and friendly. I like the little like jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, or the jack-o'-lantern like face on the bottom. So this is Pokemon 711. It is Ghost Grass. It's 2'11" and 27.6 pounds. Eerie cries emanate from its body in the dead of night. The sounds are said to be the wails of spirits who are suffering in the afterlife. And the red version says, in the darkness of a new moon night, Gorgeist will come knocking. Whoever answers the door will be swept off to the afterlife. This category is called Punching. And we have another first generation Pokemon, Hitmonchan, and number 107. It is fighting type. It's 4'7", so it's my height. We can box if we want to. And it's 110.7 pounds, so it's in my weight category too. Oh my god, let's have me fight a Pokemon. Its punches slice the air. They're launched at such high speeds, even a slight graze could cause a burn. Okay, it would kick my butt. And the red version says, its punches slice the air. However, it seems to need a short break after fighting for 3 minutes. Yeah, same. We'd both be in our corners going, I can't breathe, oxygen. They'd be fanning us with a towel, throwing buckets of water on us. And its pre-evolution is Tyrone. Oh, this category is called Punk. And we have Toxtricity and number 849. Oh my god. And we have the low-key form, the amped form, and the Gigantamax. Oh my god. It is electric poison. It's 5'3" and 88.2 pounds. Many youths admire the way this Pokemon listlessly picks fights and keeps its cool no matter what opponent it faces. And the red version says, as it gulps down stagnant water and generates electricity in its body, a sound like a rhythm played by a bass guitar reverberates all around. Okay. Okay, and so for the amped version, as it scatters toxic sweat and emanates electricity, a melody that sounds like it came from a guitar reverberates through the surrounding area. And the red version says, the jolts of electricity it launches by violently strumming the protrusions on its chest. Oh, it's this, I think. Easily exceed 15,000 volts. And then Gigantamax. Electric poison. It is now at least 78 feet and 9 inches, and no one knows how heavy it is. Its excessive electricity, its excessive electric energy is its weapon. This Pokemon can build up more electricity than any thundercloud. And the red version says, out of control after its own poison penetrated its brain, it tears across the land in a rampage, contaminating the earth with toxic sweat. Sheesh. And its pre-evolution is Toxel. I think I've seen Toxel before. This category is called Puppet, and we have Shuppet at number 353. It is a ghost-type Pokemon. It's 2 foot tall and 5.1 pounds. It loves to feed on feelings like envy and malice. Its upright horn catches the emotions of people. Oh yeah, this. And the red version says, it feeds on the dark emotions of sadness and hatred, which makes it grow steadily stronger. And it evolves into Banette type. So this is the last category in P, and this is going to be a category that a lot of people are going to like, because this is the category called I almost said Puppet. No, this is the category called Puppy. And we have Growlithe at number 58. But what about this version? Nope, not yet. So we're just gonna look at regular Growlithe. Excuse me. It is fire type. It's 2 foot 4 inches and 41.9 pounds. It has a brave and trustworthy nature. It fearlessly stands up to bigger and stronger foes. And the red version says, it's very friendly and faithful to people. It will try to repel enemies by barking and biting. And it evolves into Arcanine. So this Pokemon is Lillipup at number 506. It is normal type. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 9 pounds. This Pokemon is courageous but also cautious. It uses a soft fur covering its face to collect information about its surroundings. Oh, okay. And the red version says, this Pokemon is far brighter than the average child, and Lillipup won't forget the love it receives or any abuse it suffers. Uh-oh. And as you remember, it evolves to Herdier and Stoutland. Oh, look how cute. So this is Rockruff at number 744. It is a rock type. It's 1 foot 8 inches and 20.3 pounds. This Pokemon is very friendly when it's young. Its disposition becomes vicious once it matures, but it never forgets the kindness of its master. And the red version says, this Pokemon travels in a pack with others until it grows up. When its mood turns sour, it starts striking the ground with the rocks on its neck. Oh, okay. And it can evolve into any of those versions of Lycan Rock. Just depends on the circumstances. And the last Pokemon in the P category is Yamper at number 835. It reminds me of a Corgi. It's electric type. It's 1 foot tall and 29.8 pounds. This Pokemon is very popular as a herding dog in the Galar region. As it runs, it generates electricity from the base of its tail. Okay, yeah, it's a little lightning bolt. I can see that. And the red version says, this gluttonous Pokemon only assists people with their work because it wants treats. As it runs, it crackles with electricity. And it evolves into Boltund. So we're now in the R categories. And this first category in R is called Rabbit. And we have Bunnery at number 427. It is normal type. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 12.1 pounds. If both of Bunnery's ears are rolled up, something is wrong with its body. Okay. Or mind. It is a sure sign the Pokemon is in need of care. And the red version says, Bunnery can attack by rolling up their ears, then striking with the force created by unrolling them. This attack becomes stronger with training. And it evolves into Lop Bunny, and that's going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. Oh, look how cute and elegant. I love it. So we got Lop Bunny, and there's a mega version. That's very cool. I like that. It's like the ears are hair, and these are like little ponytail holders. That's very cool. It is normal type. It's 3 foot 11 and 73.4 pounds. Lop Bunny is constantly monitoring its surroundings. If danger approaches, this Pokemon responds with super destructive kicks. And the red version says, once hot seasons are over, Lopunny's coat will be replaced with fur that holds a lot of insulating air in preparation for colder weather. Let's see what this version is all about. So it becomes normal fighting. It's 4'3", so a little bit short, a little bit smaller than I am, and 62.4 pounds. It swings its ears like whips and strikes its enemies with them. It has an intensely combative disposition. And the red version says, Mega Evolution awakens its combative instincts. It has shed any fur that got in the way of its attacks. Okay. Next we have Score Bunny at number 813. It is a fire type. It's 1 foot tall and 9.9 pounds. A warm up of running around gets fire energy coursing through this Pokemon's body. Once that happens, it's ready to fight at full power. And the red version says it has special pads on the backs of its feet and one on its nose. Okay, I see. Yeah. Once it's raring to fight, those pads radiate tremendous heat. Okay, that's useful. And it evolves into Raboot and Cinderace. But Raboot is going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So this is Pokemon 814. It is fire type. It's 2 foot tall and 19.8 pounds. Its thick and fluffy fur protects it from the cold and enables it to use hotter fire moves. And the red version says it kicks berries right off the branches of trees and then juggles them with its feet, practicing its footwork. That's kind of cute. Oh my god. I say that a lot with a lot of these Pokemon. This next category is called Radiator. And we got Sizzlipede at number 850. It is Firebug. It's a firebug. It's 2 feet 4 inches. And it's 2.2 pounds. I know, it's not as funny as Firefighter. It stores flammable gas in its body and uses it to generate heat. The yellow sections on its belly get particularly hot. And the red version says, it wraps prey up with its heated body, cooking them in its coils. Once they're well done, it will voraciously nibble them down to the last morsel. And its next version, it evolves into Centiskorch. And that's going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So this is Pokemon 851. It's very scary looking. And that's the Gigantamax version. Oh my gosh. It's Firebug. It's 9 feet 10 inches and 264.6 pounds. When it heats up, its body temperature reaches about 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. It lashes its body like a whip and launches itself at enemies. And the red version says, while its burning body is already dangerous on its own, this excessively hostile Pokemon also has large and very sharp fangs. Yep. What's the Gigantamax version say? So it's still Firebug. Now it is at least 246 feet and 1 inch. And nobody knows how much it weighs. Gigantamax energy has evoked a rise in its body temperature, now reaching over 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Its heat waves incinerate its enemies. And the red version says, the heat that comes off by Gigantamax Centiskorch may destabilize air currents. Sometimes it can even cause storms. This category is called Radome, and we have Dottler at number 825. It is Bug Psychic. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 43 pounds. It barely moves, but it's still alive. Hiding, excuse me, hiding in its shell without food or water seems to have awakened its psychic powers. And the red version says, as it grows inside its shell, it uses its psychic abilities to monitor the outside world and prepare for evolution. And its pre-evolution is Blip Bug, and it evolves into Orbeetle. This next category is called Rainbow, and we have Ho-Oh, a number 250. It is fire flying, and it's 12 feet 6 inches, and it's 438.7 pounds. Ho-Oh's feathers glow in 7 colors depending on the angle at which they are struck by light. These feathers are said to bring happiness to the bearers. This Pokemon is said to live at the foot of a rainbow. And it's the same for both versions. And this Pokemon also does not evolve. Oh my gosh. This category is called Rampart. And we have Stakataka, and number 805. Oh my gosh. These all look like eyes. Looking at you. It is rock steel. It's 18 feet and 1 inches and 1,807.8 pounds. It appeared from an ultra wormhole. Each one appears to be made up of many life forms stacked on top of each other. Yep. And the red version says, when stone walls started moving and attacking, the brute's true identity was this mysterious life form, which brings to mind an ultra beast. And it does not evolve. This category is called Raven, and we have Corvisquire at number 822. It is a flying type. It's 2 foot 7 inches and 35.3 pounds. It is said that the reason behind Corvisquire's high level of intelligence is the large size of its brain relative to those of other bird Pokemon. And the red version says, this intelligent Pokemon will quickly learn how to use any tool it can hold in its beak or its talons. And its pre-evolution is Rookidee, and its next evolution is Corviknight, which is going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So this is Pokemon 823, and it also has a Gigantamax version. Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. It's got little minions. It is flying steel. It's 7 feet 3 inches and 165.3 pounds. Corviknight can't serve as a taxi service in Paldea because the Pokemon's natural predators will attack it while it flies, endangering the customer. And the red version says, although its wings have partially turned to steel and become heavy as a result, this Pokemon flies through the skies with ease. It is so cool looking though. So it's still flying steel, but now it's at least 45 feet and 11 inches, and no one knows how heavy it is. Imbued with Gigantamax energy, its wings can whip up winds more forceful than any hurricane can muster. The gusts blow everything away. And the red version says, the 8 feathers on its back are called bird blades, and they can launch off its body to attack foes independently. Okay, that's what I thought. So this category is called Regal, and we have Superior at number 497. Cute play on words. It's grass type. It's 10 feet 10 inches and 138.9 pounds. It only gives its all against strong opponents who are not fazed by the glare from Superior's noble eyes. And the red version says, it can stop its opponent's movements with just a glare. It takes in solar energy and boosts it internally. And its pre-evolutions are Stibby and Servine. This category is called Rendezvous, and we have Love Disc at number 370. It is water type, it's 2 foot tall, and 19.2 pounds. Its heart-shaped body makes it popular. In some places, you would give a love disc to someone you love. That's cute. And the red version says, during the spawning season, countless love discs congregate at coral reefs, turning the waters pink. And it does not evolve. So this category is called Renegade, and we have Garatina at number 487. There's an altered form and an origin form. Oh my gosh. It is Ghost Dragon. That's an interesting combination. And it's 14 feet 9 inches at 1,653.5 pounds. This Pokemon is said to live in a world on the reverse side of ours, where common knowledge is stored in strength. It lives in the upside down. I couldn't resist, sorry. And the red version says, it was banished for its violence. It silently gazed upon the old world from the distortion. And this Pokemon does not evolve. Oh, let me see what this version is. So it's still Ghost Dragon, but then it becomes 22 feet and 8 inches and 1,433 pounds. This category is called Requiem, and we have Dewskull at number 355. It is a ghost type. It's 2 feet 7 inches and 33.1 pounds. If it finds bad children who won't listen to their parents, it will spirit them away, or so it is said. So basically, it's used like the Kukui is for Mexican kids, or Hispanic kids, I should say. If you don't behave, if you don't do your chores, if you don't do what you're told, the Kukui is going to come get you. That's what I grew up listening to. And the red version says, making itself invisible, it silently sneaks up to its prey. It has the ability to slip through thick walls. And it evolves into Dusclops and Duskneor. This category is called Restraint, and we have Esper at number 677. That's the creepy vacant stare. I don't like that. It's psychic type. Oh, and it's a foot tall. That makes it worse. And it's 7.7 pounds. Though Esper's expression never changes, behind that blank stare is an intense struggle to contain its devastating psychic power. And the red version says, there's enough psychic power in Esper to send a wrestler flying. But because this power cannot be controlled, Esper finds it troublesome. And it evolves into Meowstick. Oh, that's cute! This category is called Revolving, and we have Inkay at number 686. It is Dark Psychic. It's 1 foot 4 inches. Oh, I was glancing at the weight, and that's what was throwing me off. And 7.7 pounds. It spins while making its luminescent spots flash. The spots? Oh, these. These spots allow it to communicate with others by using different patterns of lights. And the red version says, by exposing foes to the blinking of its luminescent spots, Inkay demoralizes them, and then it seizes the chance to flee. And as we've seen before, it evolves into Malamar. As you can see, we're circling back and seeing other versions of Pokemon that we already looked at. So this category is called River Crab, and we have Krabby at number 98. Getting a lot of OG Pokemon right now. It is water type, it's 1 foot 4 inches, and 14.3 pounds. It can be found near the sea. The large pincers grow back if they are torn out of their sockets. And the red version says, if it senses danger approaching, it cloaks itself with bubbles from its mouth, so it will look bigger. And as we've seen, it evolves into Kingler. This category is called Rock, and we have Geodude at number 74. And there's also an Alolan version. Huh! It's now got eyebrows, and it's got like pokey spikes. It is rock ground. It's 1 foot 4 inches and 44.1 pounds. Commonly found near mountain trails and the like. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. Of course it would. So it's the same for both blue and red. What does this one say? Okay. So this version is now rock electric. And it is now, it's the same height, but now it's 44.8 pounds. Its stone head is imbued with electricity and magnetism. If you carelessly step on one, you'll be in for a painful shock. That's the same for both blue and red. And it evolves into Graveler and Golem. And Graveler is going to be the next Pokemon we look at. Oh my gosh. So this is Pokemon 75. And there's also an Alolan version. Oh, more intense. It is rock ground. It's 3 feet 3 inches and 231.5 pounds. Often seen rolling down mountain trails, obstacles are just things to roll straight over, not avoid. And it's the same for both blue and red. So now, with the Alolan form, it is rock electric. The height stays the same, but it is now 242.5 pounds. When it comes rolling down a mountain path, anything in its way gets zapped by electricity and sent flying. My gosh, I can see that in my head. Both comical and scary at the same time. This category is called Rockhead, and we have Bagon at number 371. Tell me, does it look like it has a mullet? That's what it looks like to me. It is a dragon type. It's 2 foot tall and 92.8 pounds. Its steel hard head can shatter boulders. It longingly hopes for wings to grow so it can fly. And the red version says, it's believed that it will be able to fly one day is apparently the influence of information carried in its genes. Okay. And it evolves into Shelgon and Salamenis. Salamenis, oh my god. This category is called Rock In, and we have Dewbill. Yeah, Dewbill. Bill. or Dwebble, and number 557. Again, I'm not an expert. A lot of these names I have never heard before, so I don't know how to actually pronounce them. Or I've heard them pronounced more than one way, so I don't know which is the correct way, or if it's a tomato type of thing. It is Bug Rock. It's 1 foot tall and 32 pounds. When it finds a stone appealing, it creates a hole inside it and uses it as its home. This Pokemon is the natural enemy of Generola and Roly-Coly. Okay. And the red version says, it first tried to find a rock to live in, or first tries to find a rock to live in. If there are no suitable rock to be found, Dwebble may move into the ports of a Hippowdon. Ew. And it evolves into Crustle. This category is called Rock Peak, and we have Regirock at number 377. It is rock type, of course. It's 5'7" and 507.1 pounds. Every bit of Regirock's body is made of stone. As parts of its body erode, this Pokemon sticks rocks to itself to repair what has been lost. And the red version says, cutting-edge technology was used to study the internals of this Pokemon's rock body, but nothing was found, not even a brain or a heart. Sheesh. And this Pokemon does not evolve. This category is called Rock Skin, and we have Larvitar at number 246. It is rock ground. It's 2 foot tall and 158.7 pounds. Born deep underground, this Pokemon becomes a pupa after eating enough dirt to make a mountain. And the red version says, it is born deep underground. It can't emerge until it has entirely consumed the soil around it. And its evolutions are Pupitar and Tyranitar. This category is called Rock Snake, and we have Onix at number 95. Good old Onix, that was Brock's Pokemon. It is rock ground. It's 28 feet and 10 inches and 463 pounds. I've actually seen some really good, I don't remember who the creator is, but I've seen him on TikTok and I think Facebook. He made a very awesome looking, like he made himself a Pokemon trainer. I don't think he was Brock. I think he was just a generic Pokemon trainer. And he made an Onix that was so cool because it looked like he would throw a Pokeball and the Onix would whip around to look at you. It was very cool. Very cool build. As it digs through the ground, it absorbs many hard objects. This is what makes its body so solid. And the red version says, it rapidly bores through the ground at 50 miles per hour by squirming and twisting its massively rugged body. And it evolves into Steelix. This Pokemon is called, or this category is called Rogue, and we have Crawdaunt at number 342. It is water dark. It's 3 foot 7 inches and 72.3 pounds. A rough customer that wildly flails its giant claws. It is said to be extremely hard to raise. Customer? What the heck? And the red version says, a brutish Pokemon that loves to battle. It will crash itself into any foe that approaches its nest. And its pre-evolution is Corphish. This category is called Rogue Monkey, and we have Zarude at number 893. It is dark grass. It's 5'11" and 154.3 pounds. Within dense forests, this Pokemon lives in a pack with others of its kind. It's incredibly aggressive, and the other Pokemon in the forest fear it. And the red version says, once the vines on Zarude's body tear off. Okay, so I guess this and this. They become nutrients in the soil. This helps the plants of the forest grow. And this Pokemon does not evolve. This category is called Roly Poly. And we have Chuged de Maru at number 777. It is electric steel. It's 1 foot tall and 7.3 pounds. With the long hairs on its back, this Pokemon takes in electricity from other electric Pokemon. It stores what it absorbs in an electric sac. And the red version says, when it's in trouble, it curls up into a ball, makes its fur spikes stand on end, and then discharges electricity indiscriminately. Yeesh. And this Pokemon does not evolve. This category is called Royal, and we have Slowking at number 199. No, we already looked at that one. It is Water Psychic. It's 6 foot 7 inches and 175.3 pounds. When its head was bitten, toxins entered Slowpoke's head and unlocked an extraordinary power. Oh my gosh. And the red version says, it has an incredible intellect and intuition. Whatever the situation, it remains calm and collected. And if you remember, its pre-evolution is Slowpoke. Oh my goodness, look how pretty. So this is still in Royal, and we have Pyroar at number 668. And there's a male version and a female version. They both look very serious. It is a Fire Normal. It's 4 foot 11, so it's a little bit bigger than I am, and 179.7 pounds. The females of a pride work together to bring down prey. It's thanks to them that their pride doesn't starve. And the red version says, the mane of a male Pyroar heats up to over 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit during battle. Merely approaching it will cause severe burns. Okay, so there's no difference between the male or female. And its pre-evolution is Litleo. This Pokemon, this category is called Royal Heir. And we have Tyrant at number 696. It is Rock Dragon. It is 2 foot 7 inches and 57.3 pounds. This is an ancient Pokemon revived in modern times. It has a violent disposition, and it will tear apart anything it gets between its hefty jaws. And the red version says, this Pokemon is selfish and likes to be pampered. It can also inflict grievous wounds on its trainer just by playing around. And it evolves into Tyrantrum. Okay. So I think this is a good place to stop for now. And oh my gosh. Next video, we're going to finish off the R's and get into the S's. And there are so many S's. S, as I said before, S is going to be the biggest category. So it's going to be, S has 103 different categories. So S is probably going to span the next 3 videos, if not 4. Just putting it out there just because there's a lot of category. You know, there's so many categories, and you know I like to talk and give my little input about certain Pokemon and everything. Okay, so still can't wait to explore S. And then S and then T is the next category. That's 42. And then we're going to boom, 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 go through it. W is, no, T is 42, W is 32. And the other categories have like 1, 8. So we'll be able to get through them very quickly. We are almost done. We are seeing the lights. We are seeing the end of the road. It's getting there. It's out along the horizon. It's a tiny little speck, and we're just continuing on toward it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. That's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!